Hi, everyone. I'm not sure if my audio is working or if we're all just being very quiet. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Oh, good. There you are. Boy, you guys are so quiet for everyone on the screen here. Okay. Maybe you guys are all muted. All right. Good to see you.
Quiet day.
I know, because it's kind of gloomy, kind of chill. Hope your day is chill.
Yeah, don't know what to expect with this weather anymore.
Ash, you're saying the link on Facebook is wrong?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I thought the Facebook event had expired or wasn't current anymore, but I'm not sure. But this has been the link that was emailed out, I think, for 2 weeks now.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So do
okay,
we
good to
want
know.
Facebook to be able to get here and like update the event thing or make a new one or what? Or just go with the email list?
Yeah, I don't run the Facebook page. I could ask Melissa when she gets a chance to add us more as admins, and we can fix it.
Okay, cool.
Deanna's not on. She's an admin on the page. She could post it right now, but you need to get your posts approved on there.
Deanna's not going to be able to make it today to today's meeting.
You like ice cream?
Well, Rodney, this is usually our size of 18
Isn't it?
to 20. Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Want to welcome everybody. Glad to have you all here. Wish I could see more of your beautiful faces, but nice to have you here nonetheless. Want to start out with land acknowledgement. We'd like to acknowledge that this meeting is being held on the traditional lands of the Chumash people and pay our respects to the elders, both past and present. We honor the traditional territory as well as the story and contributions of the Chumash people to the land upon which we gather and create. Okay, should we go around the room real fast and do introductions? And if anyone has a quick announcement, I'm going to go ahead and just call on people in the way I see them on my screen so that we don't miss anybody. Start with you, Jay.
Jay Freeman, Isla Vista Community Service District, Local Agency Information Commission, Toledo Valley Library Advisory Commission, not representing anyone here today but myself.
Lisa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Osborne with KCSB 91.9 FM. It's great to be here. Nice to see you.
How about Lisa's iPhone?
Oh, that's me. Other Lisa, also Lisa Oglesby from the Isla Vista Food Cooperative Board of Directors.
Thank you. Gary.
Hello, Gary Gaston, UCSB Police Department Community Outreach Team.
Yasamin, I want to welcome you to the meeting.
Hi, everyone. My name is Yasmin. I'm the newly elected EVPLA. Thanks for having me.
Sorry, I said your name wrong. Jonathan.
Hi, everybody. Jonathan DeBood with the Community Services District.
Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm a community member. I don't think I have any announcements. I'm just here to listen. Thank you.
Melissa.
Hi, everyone. This is Melissa, the general manager of the Isla Vista Food Co-op. The only real announcement is that our web cart service is up and running again. It was down last week, so place your curbside order today. Thank you.
Leonore.
Hi, everyone. Leonore with the St. George Youth Center, YMCA.
Kim.
Hi, everyone. Kim Equinoa from the Dean of Students Office at UCSB.
Katrina.
Hi, this is,
Katarina, sorry.
that's okay. This is Katarina from the Alcohol and Drug Program, Behavioral Wellness, County of Santa Barbara. No announcement.
Lori?
Hi, Lori Goodman from Isla Vista Youth Projects. No special announcements this week.
YouTube Live, I assume that's you again, Jay? Okay. Derek?
Hi, this is Derek Marzano, Community Outreach Member with the University Police Department.
Omari?
Hello, everyone. Omari Pryor, UCSB's Alcohol and Drug Program. No announcements.
Deborah?
Hi, everyone. Good to see you. I'm the Assistant General Manager with the Isla Vista Community Services District.
And Bianca?
Hi, everyone. Bianca Orozco with Standing Together to End Sexual Assault.
Great. Thank you all so much for being here. Nice to see a lot of you. I haven't seen many of you in quite a while. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to start with COVID-19 updates. Does anyone have any updates they'd like to share? Well, I have one that I will share, and that was on Tuesday. The Pardall Center started their mask distribution at the center, and they're distributing free masks to anybody in the community between 11 and 1 o'clock on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then I had a question for you, Melissa. I know that you had some masks from Health and Wellness. Do you need the ones from AS yet, or?
We have run through all the health and wellness ones as of last week. We're giving away our single-use masks, and so we're happily accepting more reusables to help bolster. We have a supply of reusables that we'll start also handing out, but we wanted to make sure that we were a good distro site for you guys also. So you can just bring them if you have extra, or if you feel like you guys are going through them really fast at Pardall Center, just let me know and we'll start bagging up our Hanes government-issued 5-packs.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll have some brought over to you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Perfect. That's great.
Hey, Rodney.
Anybody else about any COVID-19 updates?
Yeah,
Yes.
Rodney, this is Jonathan. I'm glad you're mentioning masks because, last week on Thursday, it was not required to wear masks in Isla Vista. And now it is required to wear masks at businesses or while at work. That was a county order that started on Tuesday. So it is a requirement here now until the end of June.
Cool. Yeah, and so you can get them Monday and Tuesday at Pardall Center, and then Wednesday and Friday at the community center. And then every 5 day or 7 days a week at the food co-op, I guess. So,
yeah, and what really quick to piggyback on Jonathan with the requirement, just for everybody to know, the health order specifically says that even if you're waiting in line somewhere, you're supposed to be wearing a mask. And so for us, we're offering waiting in line during our busy peak hours. So just if if you're running a business or you're unsure of the health order, I can send out the actual language, but it's very specific about what it's requiring. And maybe that's something even that our friends at AS might want to share through socials to get into the student community, because we are seeing a little bit of an influx for move out now, seeing our population come up at the store. And so it might be helpful to share.
Would you mind forwarding that to me, please?
Sure. Yeah.
I have that language, but
yeah, I'll forward it. Definitely. Sorry to interrupt. Thank you.
And Yasmin, that might be something you could help getting distributed.
Yeah, definitely. We can work on some kind of like a social media graphic to send around.
Thank you. All right. Anybody else?
Just real quick, Yasmin, if you get a social media graphic and you could share it, I'm working on the public service announcements for the Ivy Beloved community with the whole COVID campaign, and we're putting together a couple of videos, little videos for social media. They're actually more kind of slideshowy videos. So if you get any extra graphics, to be in touch with you on that. I'll probably see you in that other meeting too. So thanks.
Okay. If no one has anything else, we'll move into law enforcement updates.
Is Justin, is he present?
I don't believe he is.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be just something I wanted to say in reference to the incident in Minnesota and George Floyd. I've been basically talking to numerous friends of mine that I've made around the community, UCSB and Isla Vista, as well as my personal friends and family that I've been talking to with the incident. And something that has become very apparent is how much this has impacted the community. And so I also talked with my teammates about this on the community outreach team as well. And all of us would want to encourage anyone who's trust in local police that's been diminished and by this incident, to please reach out to us and talk with us a bit. And it's important for us to just hear, not only listen, but hear what you have to say about how this incident has affected you. We may not be able to comment on the case specifically, but I think it's important for us to know what you're thinking and feeling, especially during times like this, dialogue between the community and law enforcement, with us not, trying to defend law enforcement or anything like that, just to listen, to maintain the connections. So I would like to say, if anyone wants to talk with me, this is an appropriate venue for anything, whether it's criticism, observations, the good, the bad, whatever. Or I can direct message you my phone number or anyone on the community outreach team so that we can stay connected and listen to what anyone in the community has to say. So thank you for that, Rodney. I also want to say there's some other things that we're working on in regards to taking more of our stuff into the virtual realm. It looks like we've had some success with moving forward on a parent social on via Zoom, so that parents who have questions, kind of like they can ask questions live with law enforcement and stuff like that. Let's see, that's been about it. We've just been working on trying to really get that going, dialoguing with people in the community.
Thank you, Gary. Anyone have any questions for Gary or any other concerns about things going on in the community? Okay. Short but sweet. I don't see any representation here from the 3rd district either. So I don't know if we'll have any kind of report on that. Associated Students is up next. And again, a warm welcome to Yasmin Solari, the new EVPLA. Looking forward to working with her for the next year.
Thank you for having me.
Did you have anything you wanted to report about EVPLA and what they're doing?
Not on my part, but I think Christian is on the call too.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Yeah, hi everyone. I was just kind of here to make sure Yasmin was able to introduce herself. The last stuff that that I was working on in the EVPLA office was trying to figure out distribution for masks in Isla Vista. So like Rodney mentioned, if your locations do need more masks, we placed an order for, I believe, around 300 or 3,500 more masks. So those will be coming in the following weeks. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, and the Parnell Center, I think, has 500 plus that are already bagged up for distribution. So we still have plenty for now.
Yeah.
Anything else for EVPLA?
I think that's all. Yeah.
Okay. Savannah, you want to talk about Pardall Center?
Sure. It looks like you got part of it down regarding the mask wearing. But yeah, just to follow up on that, we have about 700 masks that are basically already bagged and just ready to be distributed. Our first day of distribution was this last week on Tuesday because Monday was a holiday. And right now it's slow because it's our first week. And so we're just working on getting the word out and advertising to the community that we do have masks to pick up. There really is no limit. It's sort of just first come, first serve. And we're just asking that people respect social distancing policies and wash their hands before they come up. It is based on the fact that the best way that we could safely distribute masks was through one of our windows. We're doing a window pickup. And it's actually on the side window of the Pardall Center. This is our parking lot. That is on Mondays and Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And in addition to that, we are also tentatively offering a window pickup for free prints. It's been reported to us through several different channels that there are just a lot of people in the community that are still having trouble accessing just printers or free prints in general. And so trying to, at the very least, meet that need. Some sort of paper or what have you, just to, during our hours of operation between 11 and 1 on Mondays and Tuesdays, to go ahead and call our Pardall Center phone number, which I can put in the chat here. And when that happens, they'll just speak with a staff member who'll guide them through the specification process and they can pick up when it's completed. Beyond just first floor distribution, the second floor, our legal resource center and our Isla Vista Tenants Union, they're continuing to provide legal counsel for IVTU. That's 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for any IB resident. They don't necessarily need to be a student. And for the LRC, that's 5 days a week for also. And just as a reminder, make sure it's still fresh in your memory, the Isla Vista Tenants Union Emergency Relocation Expense Fund for students, and if anybody's interested in that, it's been widely distributed. And you definitely search for Isla Vista Tenants Union on the site, you'll see an easy access there. And that's all I have on my end.
Okay, thank you. You were cutting out through some of that, at least, or else maybe it's my own connection, I'm not sure. But does anyone have any questions for Savannah? Okay, does anyone have anything that wasn't on the agenda that they would like to discuss? I would like to say tune in to KCSB and to the public service announcements that they're playing regarding the COVID-19.
You're welcome. Campaign. I look forward to seeing the video versions when we get them ready for you guys to share on social.
I just wanted to also maybe slightly separate, but just backing up to events of May 23rd. I just wanted to thank everybody that participated in the incredible offerings in the Love and Remembrance Garden. We went out early, the co-op put some flowers out on the benches, and then it was so incredible to see over the day, just like the photos showed up, and then it just built and built into this just really beautiful, poignant, really important offering. I heard from one of our workers that we did have one of the moms was here in Isla Vista. I'm not sure if more parents were here, but she came into the co-op to thank us because she saw our flowers. And so that just was a really important moment for me to remember that even when it's something that might not be how we did it before, that it still was really resonant and it affected people. And maybe just even in its quiet, passive exhibit of that type of just love and remembering was really, really powerful. And so I just wanted to thank everybody that was a part of that, and like the digital platforms for memorials. It just felt really special and really important, but also like a really nice way to maybe like shift even, you know, further forward as we've come now through 6 years, that we have a different way of remembering that's not any less powerful or any less important, but feels now really woven through the fabric of what the Parks District and Rodney kind of laid out through that garden. So it was amazing. And for me, it was very cathartic also to come through a year that I was affected, but it wasn't so like resonant as in years past when we have so much more like in-person stuff. So just thank you to everybody about that. It was beautiful.
And I agree. I think it was really the perfect amount of focus on that. And I think moving forward, I don't think we really need to do much more.
Yeah.
Personally, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it was, yeah, the garden being used, I think, on a level that, and watching it grow in so much and fill in, and just, there's some of the shots that the Nexus published that were just so incredible that couldn't have been captured any better with some of the light. I see a comment. Yeah, the Nexus did do a really rad coverage. Some people were able to put some voices in, so there's some reflections, but they also did a photo essay, and it was like really powerful and really evocative. And I just think that the garden it was perfect to me, for me, I should say.
I just want to echo, Melissa, what you're saying as far as like just the depth of remembrance wasn't lessened. It just was a really powerful year. It still felt like, and appropriate for kind of where we are in the arc of all of this, you know. It felt really collaborative also, and that felt really special. So I just want to just agree. Agree with like that.
Okay, thank you for that. Anybody else have anything that wasn't on the agenda that they would like to discuss? All right. The next, Yasmin, did you get the invite at the EVPLA address?
Sorry.
Did you get the invitation to this meeting at the EVPLA address?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Just a note at the very bottom of the agenda, if you have it, there's an email address. If you didn't receive the agenda, or if you want to add somebody to it, you can go ahead, just email that email address and it can be added to the database. And if you have future agenda items, I guess you can email them to fingers up.
I wanted to ask a question before we wrap, and maybe it's for a future agenda, but sorry, somebody's a little loud. I don't know about anybody else. I'm feeling a level of concern / inquiry around move out. We are seeing an influx at the co-op of students coming back, which is to be expected. And I don't know if it's good to talk about next week, but I'd be curious to know if the CSD, or without having the give sale, I feel a level of, concern for the impact to the streets that's about to unfold. And so I don't know if it's worth like a conversation, or if there's any shared messaging, or if UCSB is doing any messaging about move out or property owners, given the unique circumstance of stuff happening right now. And so maybe that's something that we could talk about next week, but also in conjunction with the mask mandate and the reopening, being in stage 2 of reopening. Definitely been noticing, obviously, a really different level of seriousness depending on who's around. And so I just wasn't sure if I know the county is on the call to talk about State Street and what's happening on State Street, but I just wanted to put out to everybody, we are noticing an influx. Parking is getting harder to find. People are walking the streets more. Sam's To Go, I think it was like packed full of people the other day not wearing masks. And so for us at the co-op, we've been trying to be really diligent. We haven't been trying. We've been being really diligent, and we're upping our ante even in some ways because of how serious this now feels every quarter when students would come back from vacation, we get sick, just regular sick, because people are coming back from wherever with their home germs. And so I just wanted to put it out to this group, or put it out just in general, that, you know, we are trying to keep our vulnerable communities safe, even though we have maybe flattened the curve. And with move out coming and everybody coming back from wherever they've been, and if there's students on the call that have that level of, you know, sharing, like we talked about with the mask mandate, tying it into just being really responsible, because we don't know where people are coming from. Maybe you were in New York City for the past 2 months, we don't know.
Right.
So just really that level of shared compassionate support and diligence for helping keep our vulnerable communities still safe. It feels timely to talk about it, or at least to just, maybe I just said it and that was enough talking, but it's something that's weighing on us for sure. So we're thinking a lot about it.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. It was reported that gas sales are back to 70% of where they were before the COVID thing. So that definitely shows that there's a lot more people traveling and a lot more people, you know, coming into town from other places that may have higher infection rates. You know, one of my renters told me this morning that he went on a hike to Seven Falls. Well, after further discussion, it came out that there was 20 of them. And I know that he himself is not big on the mandate to wear masks. And my guess is that these 20 students were not social distancing and not wearing masks. So yeah, there's a lot to be concerned about, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a worthy of more conversation. I'm not sure if there's an answer to it, and we're just talking about it. And just, I'll reiterate that the co-op is, again, we are only going to be more strict about things. People are being really gracious about masks. We're not dealing with some of the toxic harassment that we're hearing about at other stores in our local community, also not just at other co-ops elsewhere, like Target, Sprouts, people being real jerks to the workers. Our workers are not police, nor will they be. We are doing our best to do medical accommodations and all of it, but there is a level of, specifically around Isla Vista being now a big repopulated area from people from other areas. So however we can share that message might be a relief to some of us, and I'm sure Ivy Market workers that have been trying really hard to be safe and healthy. So interesting times for this move out. Feels very, maybe I'm more stressed out than other people, but I feel pretty stressed out about it, honestly.
Yeah. And in terms of the street, I know that the Marburg will be picking up again. And unfortunately, most of the thrift stores and stuff are not accepting donations. And so there's going to be so much that goes into the landfill, which is really unfortunate. But that is what it is. Yes.
Do we expect, and I don't know if CSD has been talking about this at all, but I mean, usually most years, it can be quite a disaster on the streets with the trash situation. I know Adopt a Block has done work sometimes to help support that. Obviously, our angel Michael Bean is probably looking down on us, waiting for us to make sure that we keep our streets clean, especially during this time. So I don't know what it's going to lead to. It's gotten better some years. Some years it looks like a shithole. Sorry to say those words, but it just depends on the students. And with this extra level of stress and maybe parents panicking, I don't know. I'm just sort of preparing for like a pretty bad move out. So I don't know if this is something like Marburg is putting extra dumpsters in, or if there's extra attention being paid. But that's, aside from the germs, I'm also thinking about the trash.
Yeah, and Adopt a Block, their volunteers starting in finals week, they just
of course,
off and they're gone for the whole summer. You know, so there's not a lot that they can contribute to the effort.
Okay. Well, maybe worth talking about next week too.
Jonathan, I know that you're in real close contact with 3rd District. Could you ask them about the possibility of putting more dumpsters in IV?
Yeah, we Deborah and I have talked with the county waste management people about move out. I mean, honestly, from the conversation we had, like we were bringing up the same concerns everyone else is bringing up right now. It's going to be really tough without the gift sale and all that, but they really seemed not concerned about it. I didn't agree with them not being concerned, but they seemed not unconcerned. They're like, oh, it's only 4% of the trash anyways, and it'll be fine. And so that was like the
Okay.
answer we got was it'll be fine. But we're trying, the CSC is trying to put together like a move out website on our page, or a page on our website about move out, just to help guide people a little bit. We saw that Berkeley had done something similar, like the city and the university together. So we're going to try to put something like that together. It's like, oh, try to schedule your move out. Don't just all do it at once kind of thing. But we can ask again about more dumpsters. I'll bring it. I mean, at least people bringing it up now gives us more ammo to bring it up again with them. But they just seem, they felt like regular operations would be fine to take care of everything. I mean, regular move out. They do up it up during move out usually, but they didn't seem to think that needs to be upped even more. So yeah.
I remember.
And then we're trying to do like little. What's up?
Sorry, I just said I remember pre-give sale, and it was pretty bad on the streets, even with their, stepped up, marbled runs. But
yeah, no, I agree. So if anybody has suggestions on what we can do for move out, let us know.
Excuse me, or if there are particular concerns that you think we should look to address right now. I mean, I'm just thinking of the issue that has come up in regards to mask disposal. So now we're issuing all these masks, but now people are throwing them away and they're ending up in, our waters, our beaches, our sewer systems. So those are things to consider. So if you guys think of things that are at this point in time particularly poignant or particular that we need to address, please let me know that so that we can bring that up.
It could be interesting to incentivize large furniture to go out on the street, and though it can't be a give sale, that people could put a special tag on it if it's just free to take. And then people, just like they used to do back in the day, could like come into Ivy and take the large furniture. I don't know if that's way too idealistic that it could actually work, but people will drive through Ivy during move out to take stuff off the street no matter what's happening. That's just every year. Maybe it's still early enough to actually make it be like a plan, and like a group of students could be like, hell yeah, we would have brought our couch to the give sale. We're gonna put it out on the street anyway. Like, I don't know if people are gonna bring their stuff. Like, if you haven't been here for a move out, it's a very interesting like series of choices that are made. But yeah, the small trash and the small wares items that would get donated so easily, like it just seems, back in the day before give, it was like a war zone out here with just piles of stuff everywhere. So I'm just trying to think if there's like a stopgap in between where we are now and the fact that thrift stores are closed, but there's still people in need of things. I don't know if that's very taboo, but more DIY.
Yeah, the thing is that Marburg starts picking up like between 6 and 7 in the morning, and they get like 4 trucks running all at the same time. So that furniture doesn't sit out there for very long. And yeah, I don't know what to do. But I know that they had issues pre-give sale back in the war zone when you're talking about, which I remember very clearly as well. And their big concern was there were so many trucks coming from thrift stores and people that sell everywhere that it created gridlocks and security issues where emergency vehicles couldn't get.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's why they started picking it up to begin with.
Maybe the property owners could be engaged. I don't know if it's too late, but some kind of incentive. Maybe the co-op could throw in. We're doing a lot of like trying to think about incentives about things like our Get Outside campaign in June is going to involve like show us how much trash you collected, because we know that people are influxing nature with trash. Maybe there can be a concerted effort through EVPLA, Beloved Community, and the co-op to do some kind of like how clean your area is when you leave, and like the property owners can be somehow involved. We can do gift card. I don't know, just some incentive to like not trash the streets is what I'm trying to get to. But I don't know how. Property owners don't
just reminding them how much they love IV.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's
treat it accordingly,
We can get it on Inside Isla Vista if someone wants to be interviewed for it. Let me know.
Thank you, Melissa.
I could do an interview. I owe you one probably anyway.
Okay, and I'll find someone
Great.
to talk to if it's not me.
Great.
Thank you.
Doesn't have to be me. If anybody else, maybe Ash, if you're on the call. Ash has a voice also, maybe about move out trash. I don't know. Not to put anybody on the spot.
Well, obviously we can't do the in-person gift sale where 200 people are sorting through things all together. But I think the furniture could definitely be distributed just using online, and like instead of a space that's for 3 days, have it be a space for 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody's willing to move things to a place where that could happen, but things could at least be posted on Free and For Sale or another page right away. Probably just use Free and For Sale because everybody's already on that. Yeah, I guess those are some thoughts. There's a ton of storage space like at Devereaux, and there's so many places that potentially we could just move things to and store until it's safe, or to do like a longer version of a gift sale where it's people come and go over a period of weeks instead of a weekend. But yeah.
Interesting.
You bring up a good point. It might be a good thing to include in the campaign for people to start posting their things on Free and For Sale for pickup right now before they're moving out. You know, I don't know.
That's a good idea.
I wonder if Free and For Sale could somehow cross. There's people, Free and For Sale is like not an open group. And I'm thinking a lot about the community that might not have access to that group. But somehow if there's a way, and I don't know if I could offer myself to do this, but somebody cross-posting. So if something gets listed for free on Free and For Sale, that it gets somehow, or we encourage people to cross-post it on Craigslist free. Because I know a lot of people still use Craigslist for furniture that might not have that access to the UCSB Free and For Sale page. So that's just something to think about if we're trying to get the stuff not into the hands of more students in the student cycle necessarily, but into, you know, maybe a lower income community that might jump on the chance to have a nice free couch or desk or whatever. But I do think Ash's idea is really good, and to start it sooner than later, just encourage it.
Hey, Melissa, this is Spencer. I love all the ideas that have been mentioned so far. And
oh no, where are you?
I just also want to remind people of that's, you know.
Spencer, you're fading.
You're pretty much gone. But fading
Trash obstructions to the. I'm making a plug for the fact that you can.
It sounds so good, but what is it? Put it in the chat, Spencer.
Good call, Melissa. Yeah, sorry, Spencer, we can't hear you at all. So if you want to put it in the chat, that'd be great.
I mean, just the idea, if you're gonna start.
There we go. There you go.
Oh, cool.
So if you haven't looked in chat, he's saying report obstructions to the right of way and sidewalks. And there's a link to the Ivy Beautiful team that will take care of it. So that's cool. All right. Anybody have anything else? Okay, if not, next meeting, June 3rd, and we will see you all then. Thanks very much for coming.
Rodney, did you say June 3rd is the next meeting?
Yes. Is that incorrect?
No, that's what was posted. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, the next meeting of this?
Yeah.
Isn't that June 4th?
It is June 4th. You're right. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Deborah, for raising the flag.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Great meeting.
Thank you,
for talking
everyone.
about move out.